Hello guys, today I'm going to be doing a review of the Logitech G29 steering wheel. So guys, this is the Logitech G29. It's quite similar to the Logitech G27 because it's got a similar mounting similar box where the gears and all the rest of it go, and the steering wheel is obviously, a steering wheel that goes 900 degrees at max, and it also can be, reduced and increased on the settings. Now this one's orientated around the PS4 and PS3, so it's got a little switch along the top that you basically flick, and it basically makes it so you can either change it from PS3 to PS4 straight away in easy. If you want to run it on the PC, like I am in this setup, you switch it to PS4 mode and it'll run it in PS4 mode rather than PS3 mode, because it won't work with a PC in PS3 mode. As you can see, there's loads of buttons all over the wheel. There's the D-pad, there's the traditional PlayStation buttons over here. There's there's like an enter key with like a scroll wheel. There's an up and down volume, where you could use that for pretty much anything if you wanted to map it, but this is a up and down volume. There's a PlayStation button here, options button, share button, and then like L2, L3, L2, L3, R2, R3. And then you've got the flappy pedals on the back for racing game gears and stuff. You can use them for gears on anything really, but these are orientated around racing games generally. Okay guys, we've got the pedals. These pedals are really nice quality. They're made of a really nice solid metal, and they've got the plastic grips in the middle, so your feet don't just slide off them really easily. And you've got a really nice tension on this, so you've got the accelerator, which is the easiest to press. You've got the brake, which is quite hard to press, and then you've got the clutches, which is the clutch, which is quite in between both of them really. And you've also got a nice heel rest here, so put your foot on. It's a decent length, and it just stops your foot from sliding off or whatever. So it's it's a really nice heel rest there. And you've also got some spikes on the bottom, which stops it from sliding around on carpet. If you're on wood flooring, you won't have a problem, but if you want to put it on carpet, you want to put the spikes out by flicking a little switch on the bottom, and it just puts some spikes out on the bottom and just stops it from sliding around on carpet. These are the mounts on the back piece to attach it to the table. As you can see, there's a little mount. There's a little clamp that goes on the bottom, and you press it in, and you just unscrew it, and it pushes the mount down, and it will just release it from the table, so you can move it about, and then just screw it back down. It's reasonably tight, and then just lock it in place like that. Okay guys, I'm going to be playing some Euro Truck Simulator 2. This is a really good game to demonstrate what the steering wheel is capable of doing, and what games this steering wheel is really good for playing. This steering wheel works really well on this game, and it has force feedback, so all the things the steering wheel can do are being used on this game. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you what sort of settings you can change when you're in the controls menu. So if you go to controls, you can actually choose. I'm not sure if you can see this, but you can actually choose sort of how much force feedback you want. So you can add stiffness. You can have how much centering you want it to do. So when it goes back to the middle, I've got most of these on medium apart from the stiffness, which is a bit lower than middle. And you can do the force feedback engine, the terrain, the dampers, the collisions, and I've got them all set on middle at the on the default setting at the moment. I'm also running in sequential mode, so I'm running with the flappy paddles, and yeah, let's just get straight into the game and have a little drive around. So, okay, so let's have a look. So let's get driving, shall we? So I'm going to just do a short route to, where am I going? I'm going to do a short route to Carlisle from wherever I am now. Not quite sure, okay. So as you guys can see, it's very well optimised for this game. And there's a very small delay, but the delay is not really anything to worry about. Okay guys, so if you hit a bump on the road, or you go over a curb or something, you'll really feel it. I'll actually demonstrate in a second when I'll just drive over a curb or something, and I'll demonstrate what sort of feedback it has. So right now the steering wheel is sort of like wobbling. It's sort of like got a vibration motor in there, and it just basically vibrates it. If you can hear that sort of that noise of it sort of going like that, that's the sound of the gears going round inside the steering wheel. It's not the quietest of steering wheels, especially when playing games that have force feedback. It's not the quietest, but it is. It's definitely not too loud. But it's definitely not quite as quiet as I originally thought it would be. But it's definitely not like something to really complain about, unless you want it really, really quiet. The only thing I would say is that if you do want to play this game, you're going to want to set something on the steering wheel to make it so you can change the gears. No, not change the gears. So to make it so you can turn your camera view on the steering wheel. So I've set the D-pad buttons. So the left D-pad is look left, right D-pad is look right, and then forward is look forward. Whoops. And that just makes it's not perfect. It's not the easiest. You can still use a mouse if you want to look around a bit better, a bit more smoothly, but you know, it's easier just to quickly do that when looking to see if cars coming or something. And it would be really good if you did have something like track IR, so you could actually attach it to your headset and look around with the track IR on. But I'm not sure if that's. Okay, guys, I'm going to do an intentional crash, or at least attempt to do an intentional crash, just so I can show you the force feedback on the steering wheel, like the crashing features. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit someone, and some AI car, and I'm going to show you how the AI how the intentional crashing work. No, how the force feedback will move the steering wheel. So I'm going to intentionally crash into the back of this car when I go down this slip road. Oh no, I crashed. And then the wheel just basically steers itself out of the way. If you crash into something, the wheel will basically go like that and jump left or whatever corner you hit it in, and it does add a lot more sort of sense of crashing into someone. Why that's such an important thing, I'm not sure, but so if you go over if you go over some bumpy terrain, I'll go over some bumpy terrain over here. I'll just go over this. You'll see the steering wheel wobbling about. So it does have quite a vicious, not vicious as such, but quite a strong feedback engine. And if you can obviously turn that up to max or turn it down to minimum. That's entirely up to you, depending on how much you want to have. But I would personally turn it to about middle because that seems about right. Okay, guys, I'm going to go to another game now and show you how that game runs. Okay, guys, now I'm going to play some Formula 1 2014. Now, this game is really good. It doesn't have force feedback with the steering wheel, which is it's a little bit annoying, but it's not. It doesn't really ruin the experience. It's still quite a fun game to play. It's apparently I did hear that this is better than 2015, but gameplay wise, because I was considering getting 2015, but I decided to get 2014 just because I heard the gameplay is better. Even though the graphics may be better on 2015, I still think that the gameplay is better on 2014. So I'm going to do some gameplay of 2014, Formula 1 2014. Okay, guys, so now I'm just doing an evaluation test on Formula 1 2014. I'm not particularly good at this game at the moment because it's not the easiest game to play because it is very fast paced, but I'm definitely improving. And yeah, this game is really fun to play with the steering wheel. It runs really nicely as well if you turn the Well, I've got the graphic settings on default. I haven't changed anything yet, but I'm getting a decent, nearly 100 FPS at the moment. So, whoops, drawing on the track there. So not doing very well at the moment, but I haven't been playing this game for very long. So. It also has some LED lights on the top of the steering wheel that just shows you the rev counter on here, so you don't. So it's not only on the screen, but it's also on the wheel as well, just to give you a bit more interactiveness. Okay guys, I know there is a lot more steering wheels out there. There's the Thrustmaster series, there's the G25, G27, and the G29, and the G920 for the Xbox One and PC. Now, this is a really, really good option though. This is a really good steering wheel. It's really nicely made, high quality. It's got a leather wrap around the steering wheel. It's got a nice brushed aluminium across the middle part of the steering wheel, and it's just a nice high quality steering wheel. I'll put a link in the description for this steering wheel, just so if you want to get it, you can definitely consider buying this one, because it's a good one. And it's obviously not cheap, it's still quite a lot of money, but if you're really, really into that sort of thing, racing games, simulator games for the PC, whatever you want to use it on, this steering was a really good option. Okay guys, I'll put a link in the description for the gear shifter and the steering wheel, as I've already said. Okay, thanks for watching guys. Please hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this, or anything really. Give me some suggestions in the comment section of what you want to see me do next, and like the video if you enjoyed it. So, thanks for watching.